Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of cases that were sent over by TAC, and they also did go ahead and provide me with a discount code, which is going to be TT10 for 10% off on any of their products across their website. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. Starting off with the first case, which is going to be the standard case 1.0 in their Arctic white color. So the packaging is really nice and simple, feels very premium. It does say TAC all across. When you do flip it around, it says TAC thin cases and everyday tech accessories, and this is totally true. They probably make the thinnest cases for iPhones. Opening it up, here we do have a magnet, and we are revealed with the case. It does say think thin, and then here's our Arctic White standard case 1.0. We also do get a nice little MagSafe ring, which is in their white color. They also do have a black color as well. So putting this to the side, let's go ahead and take a look at our case. So again, very thin case. This is in their Arctic white color. It's like this frosted finish, frosted matte finish, and it does have a nice soft touch feel to it. And to place your phone inside, which should be very simple. Here I have my iPhone 15 Pro. All I gotta do is just place it down from one side and just get it all across. And voila, here is our standard case 1.0 on the iPhone 15 Pro. So this feels very thin in the hand, but again, it still feels really nice. It doesn't add too much thickness to it. As I said, it's probably the thinnest cases you can get for your iPhone. We still do get a nice large lip all across our camera lenses. So our camera lenses should be fine in most scenarios. If you do drop it on its back, again, this case isn't all for the protection. This will probably be better for protecting your phone against scratches, but for big drops, this probably won't do too much as it doesn't have a lot of cushioning. But again, for those little scratches and for the small drops, this will get the job done. Again, we do have that nice large lip. The back is completely clear of anything, so no logos, no nothing like that. You can kind of see the Apple logo and can barely see the color of your phone, but again, this does have that frosted matte finish. Taking a look up top, we do have a tiny lip that goes all across the display. I currently don't have a screen protector on here, so maybe with the screen protector may go above that display, but again, without a screen protector, if you do drop it on its face, this case should survive most drops, and the case should be the part hitting the ground first. But as I said in the beginning, these cases aren't really meant to protect your phone too much. Up top, we do have a speaker grill cutout. It's not being blocked up by the case, so we're not going to be losing out on sound quality. And on the bottom portion, we do have our USB-C charging port, plus our speaker grills right here. If we do take a look at the left side, we do have our exposed buttons, which do look really nice with the Arctic white, the black buttons of the iPhone. And then on the right side, we also do have our power button, which again looks really nice. It adds some contrast to this case. Testing our buttons out, again, the case isn't really thick, so we're still able to access the buttons very easily. Same goes for the volume marker and also the action button. And then as I said, if you do want to add MagSafe to it, as this is a thin case, MagSafe still does work. The wireless pass-through does work, but the magnets just lose a lot of their force and strength. So you can go ahead and use one of these MagSafe rings that they do provide, which I will place on one of the cases. So let's go ahead and move on to our next case. So here we have the standard case 3.0 in two colors. On the left side, we do have the Onyx Black, and on the right side, we do have the Shadow Gray. One of the main differences between the 3.0 and the 1.0 is going to be the fact that the buttons are actually covered up and our camera lenses are covered up a little better on this compared to the 1.0. So if you do want those exposed camera lenses and you still do want to see the glass color for your iPhone, you can go with the 1.0, and if you do want the exposed buttons, go for the 1.0. But if you're looking for something that covers up your phone a little more, then go for the 3.0. So I'm gonna go ahead and place the Shadow Gray case on first, and then we'll go ahead and move on. So placing it in, again, very simple, just a little bit harder because the buttons are covered up, but overall a nice and easy fit. Moving this to the side, let's go ahead and take a closer look. So again, as I said, the camera lenses are covered up a little better with this. As you can see, each lens has a separate lip that's going above them. So this will provide some extra protection when you do drop it on its back. Again, this is for that extra protection, even though it's still a thin case. It'll keep it from scratching up the side rails of your camera lenses, which I do a lot. We do have our cutouts for our AR sensor and also our flashlight, which is good to know. Again, the back is completely free of any logos or anything like that, and we can barely see the color of our phone. I'm not sure how this will work with the white or the natural titanium, but with the black, this is how it looks. Moving on to the front, again, we do get a very tiny lip, but it still does go above the front display. Plus we do have a nice little speaker grill cutout, so we won't be losing out on sound quality. If you do drop it on its face, because of that lip, you will be getting that protection, and the case will be the first portion hitting it. Taking a look at the bottom, we can see that we do have our USB-C charging port cutout, plus our speaker grill cutouts right here. On the right side, we do have a power button, which is not exposed unlike the 1.0 case, and then also our volume rocker and our action button. So testing these out, starting off the power button, this is actually surprising. So this is actually a lot easier to click compared to the 1.0 case, as the buttons are exposed a little better with this, unlike the 1.0 where you actually click the buttons, and since there is a case above it, it's just a tad bit harder to access those buttons. So I honestly do prefer this case because of the buttons, but honestly I'm not sure about the camera lens protection. It does give you that extra protection, but I would like to see the black color of my phone. So let's go ahead and place the Onyx Black case on now. Just like the Shadow Gray case, this is going to be the Onyx Black version of the standard case 3.0. So all the same features, no difference on that matter, which is good to know. So you can either go for this grayish color, or you can go for this completely black color, which won't be letting you see any part of your phone or any part of the color. Again, we do have our covered up buttons, plus we do have a thin lip going all around, and our camera lenses are completely covered. So now let's go ahead and actually test out the MagSafe compatibility. For the MagSafe compatibility, I am going to be using this MagSafe compatible wallet from Casetify, so it is from a different brand as well. And without placing any of the rings, let's go ahead and actually test it out. If we do plop it on, again, as you can see, the magnets still do function really well, even though there are no magnets on this case, because it is just super thin. If we do a nice little shake test, again, it does not fall off that easily, but it's still not the most reliable, and you can still slide it off pretty easily. If you do place it down and try to use it as a stand, as you can see, it does stay up, but it's very easy to take off, which might be an issue, especially if you're going to be carrying your wallet with it. So for that, they have actually made a solution, and that's going to be the MagSafe rings that they do provide. So we do have the black one and the white one. I'm going to go ahead and place the black one on this black Onyx case. Very easy to install this. It only took me a couple of seconds. The magnets do align. They do kind of attach to the MagSafe inside of the phone a little easier. So aligning it was super simple. And now if we do go ahead and test it with the magnets, boom, as you can hear and see, these magnets are super strong, and it's actually a lot harder to take off compared to when we didn't have those MagSafe magnets on here. Again, it's very thin, so you're not going to be adding too much bulk to your phone, and when you do hold it in your hand, it still does feel really nice, and you really don't feel the magnet at all. Again, if you do want to use a different MagSafe ring, you can go ahead and use the white one as well. I just wanted to go with the black one because I do have the black case on here. Maybe for the Arctic case, you can go ahead and use the white one. So that'll basically wrap it up for this video. As always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.